Okay, it is April the 29th. What an absolute awesome hunt this morning. My buddy called me last night. He's given me permission to hunt his property here, and he's like, give me the most recent information to MRI. Hey, there's 4 times in the field last night. You ought to get in there in the morning. He was giving me, info where to set up, and he gave me perfect info to a T. I was a little worried the birds were gonna be roosted on the field this morning, but luckily they weren't. They were roosted back in the timber a couple hundred yards, and had one fire off early. Just let them know I was here, and then as they got down, I heard them gobble on the ground, and I started getting excited with them, and they got hung up for a little while. Where they were at, they had to come across a little gravel road, so they got hung up over there a little bit, and then I got real excited with them again, cutting real hard, and they finally made their last move. And I had one time coming in first with like a 5 or 6 inch beard, and I was gonna shoot him because I hadn't seen any other birds come out, and I was worried that he was gonna spook. He was gonna get to the decoys and spook, and then the other ones weren't gonna come. But I was watching him. He was messing with the decoy a little bit and kind of moved off, and then all of a sudden one just popped out of nowhere. This big Tom did. So I was like, okay, cool. So I let him get in the decoys, and I let him look around a little bit. I didn't give him much time, and I let him have it. After yesterday's mishaps, I am extremely grateful to get a bird this morning, and who else to thank than the good Lord above, because without him nothing is possible in this world, and I am just extremely humbled. And yesterday was just a really tough day, probably one of the best hunting days I've ever had in the woods. But I missed 2 turkeys. I called in turkeys 4 different times, or 3 different times. Called a bird in first thing in the morning, couldn't get a shot. Called another one in, missed him, and then called in 2 birds together. One was just gobbling his brains out, and I missed him, and then turned to my right and there was another one standing there. Needless to say, I went and shot both my guns. Ended up bringing my waterfowl gun this morning and put the decoys about 25 yards, and that bird didn't stand a chance with the TSS. I'm shooting a 3-inch Boss number 9, and he didn't stand a chance. So extremely happy, just blessed, and the good Lord has humbled me again this morning, and I can tell you that, because it was a beautiful morning and it was a beautiful hunt.